You know, we live in a world where things get people talking. The most outlandish things get people talking. I mean, it's like that with, if you look through the internet. It's funny because I make videos based off how the team currently is. Those videos don't do that well, but a video about Trayvon Walker, somebody saying something about him, does well, right? And although that those are things that I think we need to talk about anyway. If somebody brings it up, I think it's interesting. We're going to talk about it. But we got to do the same, man, when it comes to ridiculous stuff on Twitter. Now, there are things that are in the realm of possibility. There are things that are in the realm of probability. And then there are just things that you throw at the wall to see what sticks. All right. And I'm going to talk about this because I have seen people on Twitter losing their mind. And we got to be. I was born in 1979, so I'm pre-internet, right? I'm still rotary phones. I'm still, y'all remember caller ID when you had Ameritech? Y'all remember Ameritech, actual phone lines where you would get the call from and the thing couldn't even pronounce your name, right? All my real ones know. My old school ones, we know that. I'm putting myself in the old school category right now. But so with that being said, I take everything I see with a grain of salt. If it's about the Detroit Lions, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to get some dialogue, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts, right? But I have people online that are genuinely concerned about something they saw on Twitter. And it's just like, come on, man. I know a lot of the news breaks on Twitter. And you got to just be careful, man, because of how things are on the internet. You can't always believe what you see, what you hear, what you read on the internet. All right. What am I talking about? I woke up to this morning. Okay. Now, you can see that this is coming from a Twitter account, Big Dummy. Big Dummy from X. Yesterday says, I can't even, Jamison Williams gun charged, ? Okay, just, a random comment about one of a Detroit Lions player. Now, notice his name is Tony Vegas. I have no idea who this guy is, what his account's about. Let's see what it's about. 0 NBA All-Stars, the people source. Okay. So then somebody said, what does this mean? He said, this means that I believe Jamison Williams got a gun charge and it hasn't come out yet. Do with that what you will. Weird, it hasn't come out. I mean, what are we doing, people? Jamison Williams was at practice. None of this is true. Not a single ounce of this is true. But the reason I'm making this video is because people are genuinely concerned that this is based on what a rando said on Twitter. A rando, okay? This is why early Twitter, you had verified accounts. You had accounts that you could trust. Now, I'm not going down that rabbit hole because that's not what this channel is about. But Jamison Williams is fine. And once I saw people ask Eric Woodyard and Dave Burkett and people who are in touch with the Lions, I'm sure they're sitting here saying, this is dumb. I can imagine Dan Campbell saying right now, that's the dumbest thing. I'm not even going to pay that any attention. All right. But as a Lions content creator, as a voice of the people, I'm in touch with the people. My channel is all about the people, believe it or not. It's all about the people. I know we go at each other, but it's all about the people. I'm going to bring you the good, the bad, the ugly. And if I see something going on around about my team, something, whether it's smart, whether it's dumb, whether it's ludicrous, whatever the situation is, we're going to talk about it. But you can't. I mean, this here, accounts like this doesn't even, and this dude, he don't even have a check mark. Like, he's not even verified, even though you can buy that now. But this is why you had to earn a verification mark at the beginning, right? This is why YouTube has tags and why once you get over 100K, you get a check mark so people can't pretend to be other people. But with that being said, and regardless, Jamison Williams is fine. He's fine. There is no such charge. It was literally made up by Big Dummy on X. Has no backing at all, no validity at all. All right. So Jamison Williams was at practice today. Do you think, do this, okay? As a person who is in the media, right? Because that's YouTube. I'm non-credential, but I look at myself as I'm in the Detroit Lions media, right? Whenever I see, okay, so let's just take this example. I am in tune with 99% of what other creators are doing or something. I'm tapped into almost everything on Twitter when it comes to sports, Detroit Lions. And if I see a different creator talk about something, okay, for instance, I give you the perfect example. Trayvon Walker, the Trayvon Walker video. I saw a particular creator who talked about it. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So the first thing I did was Google anything. I Googled some keywords. I didn't find anything, all right? So at that point, I just left it alone because I wasn't really thinking about it like that, right? I was doing other things, wasn't thinking about it like that. I was like, well, you know, I don't see anything, so I'm not going to speak on it, right? So then somebody sends me the article, and I'm like, oh, it's right there. Okay, well, now that it's been sourced and I can actually see with my own eyes what this is, I'll talk about it. And we had a good time talking about it, right? But that's why when I do something, if I hear something, if somebody sends me something, or if somebody wants me to talk about something, I usually try to find I'll ask. You'll see me on Twitter. I'll ask, where did you get this from? Where's the source? Like there was a Twitter account about a week ago that was saying that Max Crosby and Devontae Smith had to go together. That Max Crosby said that we're a team, and basically if he go, I go. And I kept asking for the source of this. All right? Because the only reason I'm talking about this and there is no source is because this is dumb. It is untrue. This guy was the source, okay, of something made up, something ridiculous, and it involves one of my guys, man. I'm not gonna let somebody say something about somebody like Isaiah Bugs. The Isaiah Bugs stuff the Cam Sutton, we had actual tangible proof. This, I'm not gonna let you say something about something that's not true, right? So Jameson Williams has not been arrested on gun charges. He is perfectly fine. He was in. I mean, what are we doing? Now, this could be for betting purposes, fantasy purposes, something like that. You have to be careful, man. It's fun to talk about certain things and you know, rumors and speculation, but this right here, this is crossing the line. So anyway, again, I'm not bringing this guy up so you can harass him or nothing like that. I'm just here to set the record straight, because if something is said, I can do research and find out. So if somebody's arrested, if something is said about, I do my due diligence, right? Before I now I might not get all the statistics right, or I might say something wrong. I mean, these videos are off the dome, right? They're unedited. So I might say something wrong or mispronounce something or give a different stat, but that is what it is, right? I'm not making up something. Wow. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Jameson Williams, but I'm here to tell you he's perfectly fine. He has not been arrested. He was at practice and he will play on Sunday. This guy's probably a Dallas Cowboy fan. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. That's why I'm here, man. I'm here to, you know, and if it is ridiculous and preposterous, we're going to talk about it, but we're going to set the record straight at the same time. I'm going to give you my input. I mean, a lot of this media nowadays is based off of this type of stuff, right? It's part of the business, but saying stuff like this is ridiculous. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I just sometimes I can't get past this.